Well, a good God Thursday to you. Hi, and how are you doing? Karen Fletcher here, getting ready for the Karen's Keto Crew. That's what I call it anyway, Karen's Keto Crew. And this thing is telling me something. I've got to figure that out. I just don't see it. It's saying, all right, we're not going to do that. We're just going to keep going. Anyway, Karen's Keto Crew, we actually have a Zoom meeting at 6:30 today. And I did post earlier that if you wanted to be a part of our Zoom, that you needed to DM me your phone number so I could send you the information. I did get a few numbers. A lot of people said that they wanted to be a part, but to be a part, you guys have to DM me your information so I can include you in the Zoom. All right. So, my question is, did you give up sugar for this week? Are you on that program? Because that's what we're supposed to be doing this week. And let me tell you what sugar does. Sugar, and then they have the nerve to process the sugar, but sugar causes your glucose levels to spike, and then it causes it to plummet. Sugar increases the risk of obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. Sugar, your immune function can be affected by sugar. A high sugar diet can lead to chromium deficiency. Sugar accelerates aging. Now, for you all who want to just look young, and you need to get rid of that sugar. Sugar causes tooth decay. Sugar can cause gum disease, which leads to heart disease. Sugar affects cognition in children. Sugar increases stress. Sugar takes the place of important nutrients, and it doesn't give you any nutrients. So we really need to get sugar out of our diets. That just ought to be something that we do. Hi, Tanya. Tanya said, no sugar here. Yes, we've got to get sugar out of our diet. Sugar is killing us. Sugar is a real carb, and sugar is killing us. Well, on the keto diet, we are doing low carbs. And keto, again, keto is just not the name of a diet like the South Beach diet or Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig. No, keto diet is short for ketones or ketosis. And ketosis is when your body is fueled. Your body goes from being fueled with glucose to being fueled with ketones. And when you stop eating sugar, and when all of your sugar resources have been emptied, and then your body starts to burn fat, and that fat is turned into ketones, and you are in a state of ketosis, and the fat burns constantly, and it is a better source of fuel for your body. So you need to definitely get rid of all sugars. That's what we're doing this week. And somebody was like, what do I do to curb my sugar? Well, right now you still get to eat fruit. So get some fruit while you can, because we are going to really limit fruit in a couple of weeks. So get that. And then there are some things that we use for sweetener. It really is. I'll even tell you one, stevia. It's plant-based. Stevia is something that you use. I don't like stevia, but a lot of people love stevia. I can hear Kay Monell saying this now. If that's your jam, then jam on with stevia. It's just not mine. So, if that's what you have to do, then do that. And stevia does not spike your insulin. We're trying to keep our insulin down. I want you all to remember that every time you put something in your mouth, insulin is released to some degree, and some things make insulin just shoot out. And if insulin is released, then there is no fat burning. If insulin is released, then there's no fat burning. So on this keto diet or low carb diet, we do intermittent fasting. And you will find out that your body will function better. You'll do better when you do this intermittent fasting along with the low carb diet. But right now, we're just concentrating. This week, we're concentrating on getting the sugars out of our foods, out of our diet. We're not adding sugar, should I say. We're not adding sugar, because if you're eating rice, if you're eating potatoes, if you're eating bread, there is definitely sugar being released in your system still, believe it or not. So this week we're actually not adding sugar, and we're not drinking sugary drinks. I'm gonna tell you, I'm not a Pepsi girl. I'm a Coca-Cola girl. I had a hankering for a Coca-Cola. I had to cast that thing out. No, you will not be doing Coca-Cola. So I didn't. Hey, Betty, I did not do Coca-Cola. But yes, for those of you who want to be a part of the meeting that we have at 6:30, I need you to DM me your phone number, even your, your email address. And I will give you the info so you can log into our Zoom, which we have at 6:30. And in the Zoom, we actually talk one-on-one or as a group. We encourage one another. We try to tell what made us do better this week, or even what made us do bad this past week. And those conversations really, really help. Now, what I'm doing is just giving you some information, and you can check the information out. We want to, I believe that God has given us this temple, this body, this temple, and He wants us to take care of it, and He wants us to complete the assignment that He has given us. Now, I didn't think about when I was growing up, I thought about my body being a temple for the Holy Spirit to dwell in, but I really didn't think about everything that I was eating and how that was going to affect my heart and my liver and all of that as I got older. That was not a thought. Well, it should have been a thought. And it should be a thought for us as parents teaching our children so they can understand things and what they need to do to have a healthy body. This week, I told somebody, I have been a fat burning machine, but I am doing the keto diet. I am doing the low carb all the way. I am consuming 20 carbs or less. And when you consume 20 carbs or less, you will definitely burn some fat. But right now, guys, all I want you all to do is take the sugars out of your diet. The juices and the added sugars. Do not include those in your diet. You just don't need them. Now, we're going to do this until Sunday, and then on Monday, we're going to add something new. And what are we adding? We're going to add taking white things out of your diet. And when I say white things, I'm talking about you're still taking sugars out. The sugars, you're just going to add this to what you are taking out of your, what you're taking out of your diet. And that will be things like rice, pasta, potatoes, breads, crackers. Think of something else. White that we eat. Even some of them include brown things, because we're not eating brown rice. Not gonna eat that. But you can still eat fruit next week. But no rice, no pasta, no crackers, no bread, no cakes. And don't go ahead of the game. Just do what we're doing. Don't try to add, Don't try to add anything to what we're doing. Don't try to be advanced and you're just starting, because that is dangerous. I saw that turn out real bad for somebody I know. So don't do that. Just do what we're doing and it will work for you. No pasta, no rice, no potatoes, no crackers, no bread. That is what we're going to be doing next week. Anything white, I may have left some things out. If I left it out, just think about it. And we're trying to go back to, oh, she's in the way. So now I probably can find it. Nope, that's definitely not it. You know, when you try and have everything ready and then things still don't turn out right? I think, and that's because they don't put this in order. Is this the first one or is this the first one? I'm not sure which one is the first one. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to eliminate fats. We're going to eliminate white things from our diet. And I'm gonna tell you, I was a bread lover. Bread and butter were my friends. You can still eat butter. Butter is all in the low carb diet because we're not watching fat. And I want you all to really understand, we are not watching fat. We are, this is a lifestyle where you're watching carbs. You can eat all the good fats that you want. All the good fats that you want. Don't get it confused. And you've got to actually retrain your brain to understand that you can eat all the good fats you want. It is those carbs that we are watching. We don't count calories. There's no calorie counting here. We are counting carbs. So, will it open? Yes. So, oh, I'm looking at a grocery list. We won't do the grocery list yet. But we're watching our fats and we're watching our starches. That's what we're taking out next week. So make sure you do that. And the week after that, we will be doing something else. So we're not going to eat sugar next week. We're not adding sugar. We're not drinking sugary drinks. And we are getting rid of those starches. Rice, bread, pasta, crackers, and whatever else would be a starchy thing for you. Cakes, desserts, none. We're not doing that. If you stick with this, you will see results. You will see results. And by the 4th week, you will truly see results. This is going to work for you. If you work this, this will work for you. And for those of you who said, well, I can't eat all that meat. I keep hearing that. I just said we got to eat all that meat. We do get to eat meat, but we don't get to just gorge on meat. You eat a moderate amount of meat. You eat a moderate amount of vegetables. You just happen to have a chance of eating more fat than you normally would. We're not looking for low fat anything. If it says low fat, skip it. No, we want all the fat. That's why I said you can add heavy whipping cream to your coffee, because we want all the fat. You know, fat kind of ignites fat to burn. It makes fat burn, so fat makes fat burn quicker. Now we're just not going to eat, I shouldn't say all the fat, but we are eating a lot of fat, and we don't have to worry about fat-free this and fat-free and low fat. Nope, we don't want that. We want the fat. We want mayo. We don't want low-fat mayo. We want heavy whipping cream. We don't want skim milk, or we don't want margarine. We definitely don't want margarine. Margarine is fake butter. We don't want fake. We want real foods. The foods that we eat should be real. I think about vegans, their food, they say, is plant-based, is from the ground. Ours is from the ground, and ours is from the animal. Okay, and if it's got a shelf life, you better think about that. And don't go to the store saying, "Oh, I bought these keto snacks." Usually, if it says keto, it is not. It is not. It'll have tapioca starch in it and coconut flour and even have the cane sugar, like, because it's cane sugar is good for you. No, not with what we're doing. Not with the program we're following. It is not good. So don't follow all of those things. I tell you. And there's a marketing for keto now because so many people are on the keto program. So I want you all to really be on it and do what's good for your body. This will definitely help you get off your diabetic medicine if you are diabetic. It will lower your blood pressure medicine. It will help to lower inflammation in your body. There's some autoimmune diseases that can be corrected to some degree by eating a low carb diet. And so we want to help you do it. All right, well, at 6:30, we're going to be on our Zoom call. Again, if you would like to be a part, you've got to let me know. And I will look to see you next week. We're taking starches out, white starches, you know those starches. And we're going to add that with the sugars that we are not eating, okay? All right, well, I want you healthy, and God wants you healthy even more because He has an assignment for you to do, and He wants you to be healthy in doing the assignment. All right, see you next time.